Okay, there we go. Happy Friday, everyone. Sorry, that was technical issues. It kept saying countdown, 1, 2, 3, and then not go live. Let me plug this phone in, but hopefully you are joining me tonight for a little bit of creating R&R and a chance for us to play to create something from start to finish, which is always rewarding in and of itself. I actually was cleaning up my table really quickly as best as I could to go live. And I looked at my pile of finished layouts from basically the last, 3 months. So beginning of the summer. And look at this pile. Look how finished it is. I have so much to put away. I might do that this weekend. We'll see. It's always a chore, right? But look at these. These are from the Kiwi Club kits. So I have all these finished layouts. I'll just kind of go through them really quickly. Oh, you know what I just had a thought of? Hold on. I better check before I get much further. I think next month's Kiwi Club kit. Oh, and some new layouts for the birthday. Let me throw those to the side. I'm getting way too excited. Hold on. Don't want to give away a surprise. There are some in here created with some new product that's coming out for our birthday celebration, which you guys should get an email here really soon tonight to RSVP for that. We're going to be celebrating Kiwi Lane's 13th birthday on August 4th. And then we're also going to be celebrating our first National Play to Create Day. So we're kicking it off, we've registered it, and we thought, you know what, we want to celebrate what Play to Create means to us. And so we made it a national day. So it will be the first Saturday in August that we will celebrate National Play to Create Day. This will be our first year, and then of course every year after that. Anyways, so little side note there. So, okay, I threw those out, and yeah, look at all these finished layouts. Oh, I haven't posted this one yet. I was gonna post this in the community the other day, and I didn't get a chance, but I created it with the scraps, basically, with some strips and scraps from the Star Spangled Sweetie kit, the Kiwi Club kit that just got released. So that one's really fun. That was also what all of these were made out of. So of course, every Kiwi Club kit, I get at least 3 2-page layouts. So 6 pages if you go by pages. Usually I reference by layouts, but if you go by pages. And then I created this one. I had this random picture of my mother that I scrapbooked. My mother and my father, I guess I should say. All right, sorry. I had your guys' comments up so that I can see what you guys are sharing with me. Hopefully saying hi. Appreciate it, but they disappeared. So let me grab that really fast. Okay, I think there I am. All right. Hello, Shirley, Deb, Sharon. Hi, Laura, Vicky. Hello, how are you guys? Vicky, hotter. Yes, it was hot today. Very humid here in Carolina today. So that's not nice, hiding the new goodies. I know, Christina, but we'll share them soon. It was just funny. I'm a little scatterbrained. I feel like I almost went through this pile. But that's not really what tonight is about. We're going to actually be creating. So if you haven't yet, go grab your stuff, pull some of your paper out. We're going to be creating a scrapbook layout from start to finish for our summer bash. But yeah, it's so nice. Hopefully you're finding some time this summer to finish some layouts and to get a little R&R and creating time to rejuvenate and revitalize and all of those little lovely R words. But it's so great for these because, you know, summer goes by faster than we want. But a lot of these are really fun. I use the summer accessory on a lot of these. So just taking advantage of really embracing the summer. And even though I haven't gone to the beach, unfortunately this year, I have scrapbooked some beach pictures from previous years and it's like I went to the beach. So if that might be you, you might be in the same boat, not really doing anything crazy vacation-wise this summer, then go scrapbook some other memories and reminisce in those. So awesome. I really loved it. I felt like I got a little vitamin D. If only that's the way it worked when I scrapbooked to those pages. Okay guys, I have like so many other pictures I want to scrapbook with this Collect Moments kit. Have you guys had fun with this one? Those were a lot of fun. Oh, this one's an older one, but still sitting in my pile. Okay, sorry, I got lost. We are going to be scrapbooking. Let me pull it up because my printer is out of black ink. Let's see how this works. This sketch is the one I'm going to be utilizing tonight for my inspiration. This comes from the Summer Vibe digital idea book that we do have in the shop. It does spotlight some of the new summer accessories, but in general, it just has summer designs, whether you have the exact designer templates or not. Sketches are wonderful that way. They just give you that inspiration and that springboard to kind of initiate the creating process. And it's amazing how it springs and energizes inspiration in and of itself. So that's what I'm going to be using. Feel free to take a screenshot if you would like to have it in front of you as we go about creating tonight. I'm really excited. What I'm really inspired by on this sketch is just these fun layerings. You could do it with scallop or any border set. I was trying to decide if I want to stick to scallops or an alternative border, just kind of like that wave effect. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. We'll see here in a moment. So, okay, lots more layouts here. I don't think I'm gonna get through them all. I'll have to do a layout share, but look at all of this. So join me for this summer bash. Summer is not over yet. I've really enjoyed kind of prioritizing creating this summer, and that was kind of our goal, was to help each of you to find time and inspiration, and whether that's through the live craft-ins that other creative partners host or other events, just to kind of give you a moment to schedule that on your calendar to create a little bit. And that's what's great about the Kiwi Club kits too, is that they help encourage that for each month that they come. And I know for me, and I've shared this before, the ability to kind of take that challenge head on and to complete those challenges each month in the PDF really helps me finish these, complete some of these projects. And of course, I always get 3 2-page layouts out of each kit. And they come together quickly because the papers, I love the paper always embellishes right. We go through a lot of production cycles to analyze that. Okay, I'm gonna move this pile because it is in the way. It's in the way. I'll do a layout share, a special video just on that because we won't get derailed. We have a layout we have to finish tonight. All right. Let's see. So for me, I am going to be using this Be the Light. It's an old kit, so a little teaser there, but I wanted to pull it out. I had the paper left. I had picked up a few more paper when we had it, and I'm going to be scrapbooking these pictures that we took. Oh gosh, that was a few years ago, but super fun. I'm not like, you know, the best out. Gosh, I'm even spacing the name. Not water surfing, but we bought these little body surfing boards, and it was really fun. That's the extent of my surfing skills for sure. So, all right. Why did I lose you guys in the comments? There we go. Okay. I'm getting so late when I thought it was my service. Oh, sorry. Let's see what's happening here. I don't know what it is on the internet lately. Let me see. I think we're gonna try that. I just took me off the Wi-Fi, so we're gonna try that and see if that helps. I don't know if it's like Friday night and everybody's using the bandwidth or what. So we'll go off with my phone internet and see if that is better. You guys let me know though, don't be shy, because that can be frustrating. So I'll try to refresh my page as well to see if that helps a little bit better. All right. Wrong link. There we are. Okay. It keeps freezing. Hey Valerie, how are you? Okay, so let me know if it keeps freezing in the next like few minutes to see if that, what I just did will help with that. Okay, so first step, of course, pull out that paper that you're going to be using. I can't wait to see what all of your guys' versions look like. Whatever you create tonight, whether you're doing exact challenge with me as far as the scrapbook challenge, sketch challenge that is, and or something else that you've been working on. Let's hang out and finish something together. Okay, Sherry, seems good. Okay, good. Keep me posted. I know this paper. It was a favorite. So I really haven't thought beyond grabbing my pictures before the live, and I haven't really thought beyond what backgrounds and stuff I'm going to use. So I'm going to do that really quickly live for the sake of, and then we'll jump right into it. But I'll just kind of walk through my process just in case some of you have not heard it yet before or whatever. But again, it's a little bit easier with the Kiwi Club kits, but depending on what paper you're pulling from your stash. Basically, I always start with kind of a main pattern that I want to use and kind of then drive down from there, like as far as my supportings and stuff. Drive's not the right word, but I'll explain it. It's been a long week. It's Friday. Here we go. So for me, if I look at my pictures, do I want to do lighthouses, which would completely work, even with the beach thing. I have these seagull birds, super cute, that I could do kind of as a high theme, high primary theme. And there's also this really other cute pattern. Let me see here. I think I used the other one already. And then just some general designs too. Ooh, that one's hard. I think I'm gonna go with the seagulls. I think I'm gonna pull on the seagulls and we'll see how that all translates. Now, granted, I am using the sketch, so might be a little bit different in that. And then I think that the supportings, I'll definitely pull on the stripes and these little starfishes as well. It really comes down to this background sheet too. So I have 2 coordinating background sheets, and I usually just take one of my pictures and fill it out. Excuse me. So I see if I want something that's a little bit more back, and the background really helps accentuate your pictures or washes them out. So of course I want my pictures to be part of the ultimate creation that I'm trying to accomplish here. And so I don't want them to get washed out. I do want them to be enhanced and framed basically within my layout. So that's kind of what I do, is I get a feel. So for me, like that washes these out because of the editing I did on these pictures, and they already kind of have a white background. So that color is just kind of almost making our skin tones look gray. This one too, you know what, the light's not good. That won't be good for us tonight either. Here, I'm gonna turn on another light. There, that's a little better. I have one more. You could see this, it's like a tan color. It kind of warms the pictures up a little, which is not necessarily bad. either if you want your pictures to be a little bit warmer. A lot of shadows tonight. You guys see that? Okay. What's on the back of this one? This is kind of like a cross here. I kind of like the contrast of the dark, so I'm gonna go with that. And then I'm sure that those other background sheets will come in really handy with a next layout design. Yeah, those seagulls are really cute, aren't they, Valerie? Yeah, they're calling to me tonight. They're so cute. All right, so now I'm gonna just place my pictures for just a moment to the side. And I was just looking for an empty tray that will help keep me a little organized. All my trays are here, full right now. So I always like to kind of put my working elements in a tray. So my other ones are full of take back designer templates. I haven't put them back where they go yet. So I have like 2 or 3 trays that I keep out, and then when I designate one for a project and then move it to the side, and then when I get to cleaning it up, I end up cleaning that up. So, okay. Well, lots of fun patterns to choose from, and they already coordinate, so for me, I really don't have to do too much of that analyzing. But for the most part, you usually, what we recommend is a main pattern, something that's a little bit more substantial in the theme of whatever catches your eye. So, and then a supporting, something that you can layer with that accentuates the main pattern. Again, you're not quite sure how you're gonna layer, but it always comes together. So really, those are just some basic guidelines. Is a main pattern, a supporting pattern, 2 background sheets, and then typically I throw in another one that will be good for layerings or background colors, things like that. But for me, I'm going to be really taking advantage of this whole kit because it already coordinates, which is usually what I do in general with the Kiwi clubs, because they all work really great. The sheets, that is. And you could be pretty productive and efficient with them as well. Let me do this really quickly. I have to kind of wrap my head around it. Sorry. Happiness comes in waves. Ooh, I like that. Seize the day. Ooh, I like that one too. That could be fun. I might probably will use journaling. We use the seashells upon the beach, beautiful and unique, each one with a story of its own to tell. That's cute too. Go with the flow. It was such a casual day for us. I mean, all of these are cute. I love you. Deeper than the ocean. Okay, well, I'm gonna put those with my pictures for a moment and go with it. All right, okay. Spread out my sheets and let's get creating. So I'm gonna again pull down that sketch and give you guys another peek at it really fast. So for the most part, I'm looking kind of at the general framework of it. Sketches are not necessarily meant to be exact, except if you want it to be exact and you have the exact designer templates and you want to recreate it, awesome. But otherwise you can look at the framework and kind of build a structure around that and just letting inspiration flow as you play to create to that finish line, that creation end zone that we're working towards here. All right, so that's what I have in front of me, and I have my layout as well on that. Oh, Valerie, I'm sorry, that was kind of a teaser, wasn't it? So the info on the trays, we did offer them a while back. Unfortunately, shipping is not friendly with these guys. Even though it's light, it's awkward, it was not friendly. So what I recommend, and some people in the community were recommending, the functionality of them is still, I use them all the time, like I was just explaining. But check out a dollar store or look in like utensils in I don't know, Walmart or like, you know, Bed and Body and Beyond, whatever it's called. The thing that you're really looking for in regards to this is just something that it's at least 12.5 inches so that it fits your 12-inch ones. But yes, I have trays. As I just mentioned, that process is, I kind of designate one to a tray. I leave it kind of right next to me. I stick my templates in it so they don't get stuck between papers as I go start creating. And then also I have like 3 because, well, here, this one still has my templates that need to be back organized back into my sleeves from like, well, this was from like the Kiwi Club kit from a couple months ago. I still haven't put those away. And then of course the other one I haven't put away, so, but I'll use this one for tonight. So, okay, sorry. Hopefully a little bit more. Oh, Jamie says Target has them pack of 3 for $2. There you go. See? We can't compete with that. That's so we'll direct you to somewhere else. But the technique of it all still is very super helpful. All right. Okay, let's pull some fun things out. I think I might go for scallop. I think I'm gonna go for that scallop vibe. Again, if you want to do, you know, borders, then feel free to pull out a border. For me, a border that comes to mind is probably Paisley Place. Would be really cute because you could use the small ones, those 3A, 3Bs, to do your layering with. That could be really cute. Now, where's my other 3B? I don't know where it's at. I'll have to find that one. So good thing I'm not using Paisley, but it could be really cute, right? Like you could do more of a wave effect on that side of that design. Or you of course can mix and match some scallops. And I think I might mix and match, like there's the medium size and then the small size. So I might actually do that instead of just all of them small. So again, reference here. This is what I'm referring to on that. Okay, so let me pull Paisley back. But if you want to do, again, like a wave design, a wave design could be really cute too. Actually, I'm gonna keep Paisley Place out because I need to find my other border. It's probably in one of these trays that I haven't put back yet. Okay, so switching that up because I want it on the left side and it's just easier to do it that way. You could throw the big one in if you are also going to utilize scallops. Let me see what the big one looks like layered in this way. I think once I get to the other layers, it's going to be hard to put the, yeah, it kind of almost changes. I'd have to just do, that's kind of cute. Yay! I love when designer templates inspire me. Okay. That could be really, really cute. And then of course you could do, what I'm saying is that big one, you almost have to cut it off because I would, well, you could go back through another sequence of layers. But that big one in the middle feels like it throws it off. I like it at the bottom base, and then it goes medium, small. I could just go medium, small, and do one big one at the bottom. That's kind of cute. Or what I was thinking was it could be cute where you go, I love how that's kind of like an internal curtain there. Big, medium, small, big. And then go like fixtures. They had 2 pictures, but I think with my 4x6 pictures, clearly I'm gonna have to change it up. So Let me find my photos. They're all over the place. I've used them too much lately and they're in different places now. So I'm definitely going to change my photos up to match my needs. I can't find my other 4x4. No, I'll just put this one behind here. And so again, when I start playing with my pictures, I like just to double check to make sure that I think they'll crop down. And you'll notice that most of my pictures are shot vertically or horizontally, sorry. So I think actually a 4x4 will be a good size for a lot of them. Maybe not this one if I want the whole experience in there. Yeah, okay. I'll keep that in mind as I'm creating a little bit. I mean, I definitely need to, for me personally, this one only accounts for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures. So what I'm gonna do is add more pictures. And again, I'm gonna use this as that guideline until I need to shift it for what you're working on. And that's what's fun about a sketch. Okay, now to add a little pizzazz, I think I'm gonna go throw a couple scallops over here. If I want to change kind of that direction. So again, this sketch is designed with a bottom on the borders, and it does actually have this bigger one here. I almost missed that in the sketch, which is the AB. But then it has a side, so it changes the borders directions, and it goes from a bottom to a side design. Doesn't mean you have to do it that way. You could flip it and you could do the right side on the top if you want. So lots of ways to kind of analyze or train your brain to look at the sketch in different ways, because that will just each time spring a different inspiration or a different idea, just like it's doing for us. Okay, I don't think I'm going to add a border, although it was really cute with the 2 and then another border at the top, which I actually want to say that was at Paisley Place on that border, if you're wondering on the sketch. Then as far as the little embellishments that this sketch uses, it looks like it's a mixture of paradise and tiny seaside. So paradise and tiny seaside will be perfect for my pictures. So I'm really excited to pull those out. I actually just created with them the other day, so that one's handy. I need to find the paradise really fast on that. Yeah, okay. I know, I feel like with the scallops, I could have done a design each way. Like, I could have done one where it was just mediums and smalls together. I could have done, yeah, it could have been really cute. Lots of fun options there. Paradise, where are you? There you are. All right. Okay, so again, just some quick decisions here to add a little bit. Let me view my pictures again. And just going through this process, I've noticed it's just become more second nature. And honestly, the process I'm sharing with you is kind of similar to what I do anytime I sit down to scrapbook. And then I just kind of initiate, and then of course, then the energy from the creative flow state starts coming into play, and then that's when you can start really getting into what you're creating. But just so you know, a lot of times when I sit down, and maybe you guys can resonate with this, it's like, oh, what am I gonna do? but the joy of being able to create with the designer templates first is that it kind of forces you to get out of your head, and so you kind of can work past some of those obstacles or those barriers as far as looking maybe at a blank page. So instead of looking at a blank page, pull out something like a sketch or a few designer templates and just allow yourselves to design with those, and then see what starts bringing to life, basically. Yeah, all my pictures, they're all horizontal, so which is fine. That will be fine. I need to use the surfboard. Oh my goodness, you are so right, Valerie. Okay, I need summer accessory out as well. I pulled out Tiny Seaside and Paradise because it was on the sketch, but you are so right. I love that one from Tiny Seaside or Summer. The new summer accessory set is the one she's referring to. If you guys don't have it yet. Yes, where was I thinking? See? Oh my goodness. And it's like the new one, and I should be sharing that one completely, but I was so focused on the sketch. Love it. The other one that's super fun, if you guys don't have it, sorry, I have them all right here, is the Oasis a la carte. We've been sharing a lot of fun ideas with that one throughout this summer, of course, and really, really cute. Really, really cute. Here's a little hint for next Kiwi Club. Not crazy hint, but I used the Oasis. It kind of gives you a hint of somewhat of what that theme's going to be. It's super cute, so I won't give too much away. But the layout I did with next month's Kiwi Club kit, and specifically focusing a little bit around my Oasis, I think it's like one of my favorites. It's now become one of my most recent favorite layouts. Do you guys ever do that? Like you have like a favorite until the next one, and then you're like, no, I think this one's my favorite. So yeah. Okay. I'm getting way too excited about the accessorizing. I need to finish some of my photo placements, because then I can decide how to decorate basically up around my photos. So let me see what that sketch is to see if it's gonna even, no, I'm definitely gonna have to change mine up around that view a little bit. But if that works for what you're doing, then definitely take advantage of that sketch. I think I could do something like this. Probably I could do, you know what, let's try some, see if I can get a few more. Because I think I actually have like 3 more pictures that I didn't print from this. So I'm going to plan in a few more extra photo spots, and then I'll have to print those pictures and add them. So right now, if I do that one, I almost wish I had, yeah, I feel like I'm missing, I am. I don't think I printed them all off. And this one, let me make sure that this picture will, oh, it kind of gets us in there, okay. Okay, so those will be my left side. And then I think I'll do like a series of 3x4s and do a line of photos, just like I'm doing a line of photos there. I do that a lot. I'm trying to think, I think the last live we did, I did the same thing as far as my pictures. I just did lines of photos. Honestly, it's kind of a go-to for me. It allows you to get a nice, clean, straight row of photos and then kind of work around those. So when it works, why not? And then maybe we'll just frame that in with the other photo or the other scallop. Okay, if you guys don't have the scallops, you're gonna have to check them out. I don't know, Sonia, if you're still there. You gotta put those in the comments, because this is basically, I've used scallops and photos at this moment. And now I'm going to come in here and place a few embellishments. The surfboard from the summer accessory for sure. I'm kind of a sucker for this the sun from the summer accessory. I've used it so much the last couple of days, but I'm kind of a sucker for it. We'll see. Maybe I'll go more nautical. I don't know. And then I think I really love how the sketch had kind of these flowers and the seashells. I think that will work really well with my paper because it's more neutral colors, not such bright, fun, happy colors. But I do love how this, like, again, you change the paper. Sorry, I was gonna go see if I can quickly find, yeah. We're gonna have a whole different vibe here from all these other summer. So if you're doing something more summer, look how cute. That was surf, but it's gonna look completely different by the time we get done with this more nautical. Oh, I love it. The summer. So here's another surfboard. So lots of summer memories, but this one's gonna be fun because I've been using a lot of more oranges and yellows and reds, and this one will be not as orange, yellow, red. Not as bright colors, but it'll be fun. So a little bit more classy, I think. Nautical, I guess you could call it. Classy, that's subjective, but that's why I kind of want these little flowers because I think they'll just be so cute, and almost the seashells too. Really, I kind of was loving that vibe of the seashells. So one seashell's from Paradise, one seashell's from Tiny Seaside, and they are, the great thing about the tiny accessories is they do layer. Even if I wanted to go, look how cute that would, if you wanted to accomplish an easy triple layer, just pull an accessory, a similar tiny set, and that's what helps you with the layering effect. Super cute. I'm just trying to decide if I want that big of a flower. I don't know. I think I want more little accents, so I'm going to stick to some of that tiny with the surfboard height there. I'm not really sure on what I think over here yet. So again, just kind of playing around. I think, gosh, I really wish I had those other pictures printed. I think I'm going to need another photo in here. So maybe what I'll do is I'll put one more photo and then move that over to kind of cement that section, kind of ground it a little bit so it doesn't feel so lonely. And I feel like these borders already give it a nice frame over here. I think I could even add in another photo if I wanted to, kind of tucked here, or make this kind of my place for a title. Actually, where's the title cards I was looking at? Even if I didn't want a photo here, I could use the journaling card there. Seize the day. It kind of gets lost on the dark background. I could probably stick another piece of paper behind that to make it pop a little bit more, because I do love the seize the day. Just the simpleness of it, like nothing too crazy as far as the title goes. And I could probably do 2 double titles and cut that one out of the Tiny Seaside there. I think that works. I'm gonna go for it. It's coming together so easy. I'm even surprised. All right, well, how's everyone doing? Matt the same, yeah, that's what I was thinking, Linda. Valerie, the journal cards, for me, I just use whatever comes in the Kiwi Club kits. I don't know. I don't, I haven't really purchased title card or journal cards except for like I just use what comes in the kits. We try to make sure to include at least one journaling card in each kit. Sometimes that can change, but maybe there's like an assortment or something, yeah, of title cards. Yeah. If anyone has ideas, let Valerie know. If you have like a specific place you pick up your journaling cards. Okay guys, I love this part. I love when I get to this part. I mean, I love when the connections all start happening and you start seeing it start to connect as far as a plan, a game plan. But I do love when I get to take that first cut and cut into my paper, and I can do it confidently, and I can do it not worried because I have a game plan. So let's see if this game plan pans out here. Okay, so a pencil, I need to find my scissors, good. No worries there. I forgot to check before I went live, so good thing that they're here. Okay, so I'm going to start by cutting the border. I think for the borders, we're really going to do a good mixture of patterns and a wave of those patterns coming down. I think that will be my top one. I'm going to do that as my top layer, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut that out. And just make sure that you put your pattern the direction that you want it to face. So for me, I want it to make sure it faces down. I'm not going to cut all of it because it was tucked behind the photos. So I'm just going to kind of cut the piece that I need, trace that out, and then put that in my tray. All right, and then with the scallops, they're a fun border, so there's really not, what? My live has ended. What's going on? Am I still live? The live has ended. Why is my live ended? Oh, okay. Just kidding. What was I saying? The borders don't have an AB, so you do have to cut each one out. You can use the mirroring side of these, but anyways, I don't want to savage the mirroring side. I'm not going to be using it, so I'm not going to do a straight cut, and I'm definitely not going to wrestle with the paper. So I'm just going to trim that off, and then I can go into the details a lot quicker, as you can tell. That first one felt a little bit awkward, and that's because I was trying to cut it instead of detaching it from the paper, which really makes a difference. So, okay, and then I just go into my rhythm, so that's how I always go into cutting or inking right after I trace and cut. I just like to color or cover those blemishes, imperfections. And for me, I always like to take the first piece and ink it. I usually, probably in lives, I'll hold off on the inking after each trace and cut just so that I don't, bore you guys. But I always like to, with the first cut, just, I don't know, get that sense of fulfillment from seeing it being inked and feeling like it's a solid quality finished paper. And I love that about ink, it just really gives it a nice quality finished look. Even though of course it is hand cut, it just really helps speed up the process clearly, but just taking a few seconds of that inking just really gives it that finishing touch. For me, anyhow. So I love that inking, what inking does. Okay. All right. And I don't always fix all my pieces. I think I'm just being a little I don't know. I like to see it come together. Okay, so the next pattern, I'm just going to pick again another one here. And each of these patterns, of course, you double-sided paper, so take advantage of that. I like the thought of breaking up with like more of a two-tone pattern, something that's not as structured between those patterns in this design specifically. So do I want red in between those? I could even do some gray in between those. There's like this blue pattern. I really love this pop of red. Look how pretty that is on the dark blue. Oh, I didn't even see that pattern. Little cute little fishes. I mean, I've seen it, but I haven't seen it. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so we need to do a giveaway. Thanks. I'm so lost in my design and I forgot that we were gonna do some fun giveaways on this Friday evening. So, we're gonna do Name That Template, okay? I need to get my washi tape out. It's gonna be a tricky one. Well, no, it's gonna be not tricky. It's gonna be fast. So if you guys have not played Name That Template, basically I'm gonna put a washi tape over the name so nobody can cheat, because each of the templates say the name on it. And I'm gonna stick it into the frame, and the first person I see, okay, the first person that I see is going to win. Now comments when it's live, it depends on your bandwidth, so it's whoever I see on my end. Okay, even though you might see somebody else on your end, the comments don't always come through at the same time for each of us. With that said, we are giving away, what are we giving away, Sonia? I got it. It's Friday, you guys. I remember. The summer accessory set or the summer digital idea book. So the person that wins, I'm going to let you choose which one of those that you would like. And then we'll leave the other one for another giveaway here, I don't know, in a few minutes. Okay? All right, this is really easy, guys. It is so easy. You guys ready? Okay, hold on, I'm gonna grab this. Okay, you guys are ready, right? As my internet goes out again. Okay, I think we're back. Are we back? Okay, here we go. I'm putting this down so that you can see the one that I'm doing. First person to type it in to the comments is gonna win. What's the name of that designer template? The name of that designer template. The exact name, I should say. Okay. Do 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 do. Nope. Nope. My Oasis, Jane Thomas. Jane Thomas is the first one I saw it. Oh, that was a tricky one because someone said palm tree and someone said Oasis, but no, it's My Oasis. So, Jane, congrats. Let's all give her lovely congrats in the comments and happy cheers. Okay, Jane, which one? Let me know because Sonia's going to notate that. Actually, let me make sure. Don't forget to do giveaways. Sonia says thanks. Are you still live? Okay. Jane. Okay, wait. Did you say which one you want? Jane, do you want the summer accessory or the summer vibe digital idea book that includes lots and lots of sketches for inspiration, like the one that we're using tonight? Let me know. I'm checking to see if I missed it. Okay. Oh, that's funny. I missed that comment. Valerie, the first cut is the deepest. For me, the first cut is the most satisfying. So, yeah. is better than nothing, Vicki. She said, I had taken a guess what the template would be, and I was completely wrong. Way to be on your A game, though. Way to keep it up. Okay, so yes, Sonia on the team is looking for your comment, Jane. It looks like she responded. So you let her know, and she will make sure to note that. But also make sure to email support@kiwilane.com, Jane, just because then they can connect the account and make sure that all of the shipping address is all correct if you already have an account on Kiwi Lane. And if not, they'll make sure you get set one up so we can get all that shipping out and stuff to you. So, okay. Oh, the summer sketches. She chose the summer sketchbook. Awesome. Love it. Okay. I'm going to do a few more cuts and then we're going to do another giveaway. Maybe we'll do 2 more. That was kind of fun, right? It's Friday. It's Friday. Okay, so back to my paper selection here. It really is the thing that takes a little bit more time. What you see me doing here is pretty much how I go about my decision making. I share this because if you're like, oh, I'm not good at patterns, or it's a process. You have to kind of strengthen that muscle, and over time it gets a little bit better. I'm telling you guys, I've been doing this for a little bit, so I maybe make it look a little bit easier, but it's a normal process, and nothing's wrong with you if you struggle just a little bit more on deciding. But ultimately, if the paper coordinates and the people that design the paper, depending on what paper you're using, if they literally did their part in thinking through a kit and that it's a coordination of a kit collection, then if you're using a collection, then it works great. If you're hand selecting from your paper stash, then it could take a little bit more of an effort on your part. But I don't think you can ever go too wrong, me personally. But I love pattern papers, but I also feel like it's really important to make sure, again, that you're including the some of those more two-tone colors. Well, I call it two tones, but like the more solid colors in that. You could use cardstock too if you want. I like the little bit of the pattern. Even though it's not a texture from a touch point, it gives a textural from a visual point. So I like that there's a little bit of a pattern to it. That's something I've noticed over the few years, which is why we create our kits that way. All right, I'm gonna go for the red. I like the pop of the contrast that touch of red gives right next to those seagulls. It's really cute. I was torn because I was trying to think, do I want the red to be the last layer, but I really love how it pops next to the seagulls. So another thing I'll point out is that I just take one layer at a time. That's me personally. I don't really think beyond the next layer, and then I decide what the next layer is going to look like with this layer that I'm about to cut out. Now, one thing I do keep in mind is when I say I add a pattern over here, then I will come over here and pick something to cut out of that same pattern. But in this case, I'm just going to focus on these layers first. But when I go to make the decisions on what patterns to cut my other side of my layout out of, I'll already have somewhat of an idea of what these papers look like, which will really speed up some of those paper picking choices on the other side. If we were playing with borders, then naturally we would be cutting our left side and our right side out together because the AB cuts 2 pieces. And if you're new to Kiwi Lane and you don't know about the borders, then we have a great blog post over on our website that just talks about many ways that you can play to create with the borders and the many designs you can have with them. So I'm not using any borders tonight. I'm using the scallops. Oh, I said I wasn't going to ink. See, it's habit. I'm not going to ink. I'll come back to it. Let's get our layout together. So for those of you that maybe want to see what the final result's going to look like. Okay, so definitely something to keep in mind. I think I trimmed up that board, that scallop. I should have done the full width. I still like it, but so I'm gonna stick to the width this time. I think I just naturally trimmed it up because I trimmed the first one up and I shouldn't have done that. Taken off the little bit of that width. Okay, so the next one, I'm gonna go with this lovely stripe. So again, make sure the stripes are going the direction that you want to go. And this time I'm not going to stretch it over, I'm gonna use the exact width because I like the way that was, how much it dropped down from layer to layer. So I'm gonna do the next one. And again, do a quick detach. You could do a straight cut with your paper trimmer if you wanted on these. And again, I'm just not really planning on taking advantage of the other side from the scallops. But if you wanted to, that is a fun little tip about the scallops, is that you could use both sides from the cut. So for example, this is the other side from the cut. And look how cute. You could do it as a little piece up at the top or whatever you wanted to do, which could be cute, now that I did it. We'll just put that right there for a moment. All right, so now here's our next layer. Cute. Okay, and then I'll end with blue. I guess this teal color. It's not really, let me see, do I like that? Any thoughts? I don't want to do stripe with stripe. That's another thing to pay attention with, is just, unless you're like going all polka dots or something, right? But you just want to also pay attention to the patterns. If they're stripe, you might not want to do stripe. There is this brown color that's on the back of the seagulls. It's like a golden brown. That's kind of cute. It brings a little of that brown in. Okay, brown or go back to teal. It lightens it. It's totally different feel. You guys see that? It's like you can go the warm vibe, or I could go back to a cool vibe, like a cool color. You like the brown color? Gold. Oh, a lot of you guys are saying that. Okay. Yeah, it kind of does make it look like sand. And with it being the bottom layer too, it's like just aesthetically there too. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go the brown. All right. So let me pull that out, and I just kind of hold those out and then I put them back. So this was on the back of this paper, so I'm just gonna flip it and trace my next one out. So we don't have as many scallops on the right side of our page. We'll kind of see what we think when we get there, which patterns to cut those out of. Oh, see, I'm already wrestling with that, so detach it. It's just not worth it for me to feel that, so I just detach it. Okay. Cute. All right, guys, see? Progress. It's always great to feel progress, right? All right, so I'm gonna jump over to the left side. Whoops, the right side, I mean. Let me put these in my tray and see what patterns I want those to be. I mean, if we wanted to add more scallops and really go all in on those layers, technically I could add like another layer here if you wanted to. I gotta stand up, hold on. I'm gonna see what this looks like. Sometimes when you're sitting down, it doesn't give you the right view. You guys have a great view because the camera's overhead. I'm just thinking because we use this color, I really need to somehow balance it over here. So part of me is thinking maybe we add that gold color on this bottom layer just to, because it's really a substantial color. Yes, big to the scallop. Big to the scallop, yes. Okay. Minetta says she thought of, that's funny how our thoughts work. She said she saw the pigeon and you could tell what she does all day. She said she thought about a book, Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. I have not heard of that book, but now I'm curious about it. So what age is that book for, Anita? Okay, cool. I think we're all on the same page then. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do probably seagulls, stripes, and brown again. And the seagulls will be sideways. That I've done it so many times that doesn't bother me. But if that is something, again, pay attention to if you're okay with that. Do I want my seagulls to go outwards or do I want my seagulls to go? I think I want them to go outwards. So we will trace it this way. Actually, here I'll just go all the way to the end and then just tuck it behind my photos, then I don't have to trim it. Elementary, okay. Good to know. Do you know what the book's about? Now I'm like curious, like is it a fun book? We've been doing the library reading with our kids for the summer program. It's been going good. We decided to rent books again from the library, but in all honesty, see, it's such a natural habit. I'm telling you guys, even myself, I have to like catch myself in the middle of it and be like, not worth it. Just trim it off. Anyways, so we've been doing the summer book reading, right? And I love going to the library. The kids love going to the library. What I don't necessarily trust us with is the library fees. So we already had a fee, but we figured it out to how to renew online. So hopefully we stay on top of it now. But they've read a few books already this summer, so that's been good. Okay. I'm just going to tuck that so that we can see. I'm not even going to worry about trimming it because it's going to be tucked anyways, so I don't need to worry about it. Okay, then the next one, I think we just said we will kind of mimic. We're going to mirror the same vibe. So like that's what I was saying is that once you kind of get one side down, some of those decisions start to speed up if you kind of keep the same thought process when you're deciding on papers, similar to what the decisions you already made. Okay. Yes, the seagulls are going sideways. They're getting blown away. Oh, really big book. All right, good to know. That's awesome. Love that. Okay, on to the next scallop. Lots of little scallop layers here. So if you guys are using scallops in your sketch challenge too, hopefully you're having fun cutting all of the scallops. I think they're worth it though. They make such a difference to the design. It just kind of changes the look up from maybe your typical border or something. It's just really fun. Love them. All right. And then we're going to cut our last scallop and then move on to our embellishments. I'm going to cut one out of the stripe here, and then we get to have even more fun with the accessories. Okay, I'm going to trim up. Yeah, sure. It says, I don't like the sequels going sideways. I told you, I said, if that's something that you would bother you, don't do it. But it doesn't bother me. I've done it so many times now where I've like flipped the designs. So it just depends. I remember initially, like I was like, I don't know, but then, and sometimes I guess it really depends on the pattern. Like I think the size of the pattern is what can get to me, but I don't know. The seagulls, they don't bother me. They can go sideways. They can go, I think for me, I look at it more like, not like, practically, like I look at it more just from a textural point. Like if you were doing a quilt or something and you were using pattern papers, like you wouldn't necessarily be like, oh, everything has to go the right direction, or you would just do each block of its own, you know? So for me, it's more just like, what's the vibe? But there are some patterns, like I told you. This is why I mentioned it. I pointed it out because I was like, the seagulls are gonna go sideways. So pay attention to that. Mostly anything, just all the time, kind of notate what direction you want your papers to go when you're cutting them out. Okay, guys, we're like, okay, I think I'm gonna trim up some pictures really fast and then throw my accessories in because I kind of want to see what those pictures look like with the borders we just cut. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out my straight trimmer and we're gonna do those pretty quickly. I already decided what my left pictures are gonna be. I knew that these ones are a little bit more closer to the lens, and so where did I put my pencil? I'm just gonna make a mark really quickly and make sure that's aligned the way I want it to. And then this down. Okay. Then the next one. Those are all going to be my 3x4s. I'm so surprised how quickly this is. I mean, I've been chatting a lot. Sorry, I've been a chatter tonight. And I cannot forget to do the next giveaway. So after I do the photos, I'm going to do the giveaway. Don't let me forget, you guys. I'm going to get my photos done really quickly. And we'll add some embellishments. And then kind of see where that goes. So I love this about the photos because you can see if what you can put into the cropping is, you're not cutting anything maybe too important to the story. I was trying to decide because I love how this is kind of like splashing right here, but I also love this splash up here in the corner. So I think it adds to the story. I think I'm good to cut off my back side a little bit there. All right. And okay. I want the heart paper up and down, so I had to change the layout. Allison, are you creating with heart paper right now, or just in general? What pictures are you scrapbooking with heart paper? How cute. Or are you just saying in general, like the layout you just did recently? Okay. So we'll place those other elements, kind of see the photo line there going. And I love doing photo lines too because it just kind of, you know, maps itself in a way. So again, putting pictures in a line are always fun for me. Okay, and then, oh, I'm gonna do the right side. I still have to print this picture. I know for sure there's another picture of me and my friend Mindy together, and it's just not here, so I'll have to come back and add those. But let me do a quick gathering. On these ones, I do the corners, so top and bottom, and I kind of press down and almost scratch into my photo. That is exactly how I go about doing it. And then I trim, and I can then follow that corner piece again. So once you get one side, you can always go to the 4x on the other side, but at least it's centered on your picture the way you want it to be. So you kind of eliminates a little bit of the guesswork when it comes to cropping your pictures. And I can't remember the last time I've cut off something that I didn't want to, because I can plan accordingly with the photo sets. I do remember the days where I used to cut even some people's head because I got a little too excited or over measured or whatever. So I still use the photos a lot. Whether that is for the visual design, like laying them out like we were doing, so you can get a full layout design quickly. And then if needed, you know, work in other embellishments or tools that you have around those. But I do like to use them as a cropping tool as well. I'm really going to focus in on this wave because, you know, the white wave coming up behind him as he then basically gets swallowed whole by the water. We had so much water up our nose, I remember, and the water was very salty. We went to the Outer Banks. Have you guys been to the Outer Banks? This was actually my first time going to the Outer Banks. We went a few years ago. Yeah, it's not far from us, a few hours, and it's a really fun beach. I do enjoy it. I remember hearing about the Outer Banks when I was younger, but of course they never went. So that was fun. We went to the Outer Banks. Lots of pictures from that. We went and saw the horses down on the beach. I have really cute pictures for those. I haven't found the right paper though yet. Anybody have horse paper? Or it's not like a typical Western horse paper I'm looking for. I want more, I don't know, softer nautical horse paper because they were horses on the beach. Super fun though. I'll have to do that live sometime when I find the perfect paper. Oh, Allison, she's scrapbooking her 4-year-old's portraits. I have some old pictures, old paper with pink and teal and green hearts. Ooh, perfect. Are you doing the layer scallop or a layer border? Because that could be so cute, like more girl vibe with the same style of sketch. Like a very pink girls, hearts. That could be really cute. So fun. Oh yes, the lighthouse. We did stop by that lighthouse. I scrapbooked those lighthouse pictures already, but I haven't scrapbooked our experience of the horses on the beach yet. Actually, when this kit was originally released, I think is when I scrapbooked my lighthouse pictures. So 2 years ago. But, oh, I missed that one. Okay. So 3 or 4 3x4s. And okay, we have our borders down, our photos down, and now we're going to start trimming up some of our embellishments. So I think we talked about trimming this, adding a little something behind that. I want to trim this one, so just like our photos, I can take the template and also trace designs out of sentiment cards. If you're a big stamper, or if you haven't used your stamps for a while, then the designer templates play really friendly. You can stamp something, and then kind of similar to what we just did with our photos, you can take them and use them to kind of align it and then trace around a specific sentiment or design. So that makes it really easy to add little accents into your design. So let me go ahead and trace that out. Kind of just again with these scallop seashells here, you just kind of glide it through your scissors. And then I think I'm gonna have to ink this guy. I just want to see him finished. So I'm gonna have to add a little ink really fast. Oh, layered borders, I love that. Can't wait to see it, Allison. I can't wait. You'll be excited. You'll have to take a picture. I usually take a picture the next day and then I'll share it in the community because usually the light's not too great by the time I get done with these lives. But, oh, I love how the ink just kind of really washes over those scallops, and it's going to do the same thing with these scallops once I ink them all. Just so cute. And I know I'm going to add some pop-up on that because I love pop-up, and it's already a top layer, so I'm going to add a little there for sure. So I'm just going to add that. Cute. All right, now what other decisions am I feeling pretty confident with? So again, don't try to like plan every single piece. Just go to the next one and be like, you know what? I know that, like when I look at this flower, for example, instantly I start imagining it, but I'm also a very visual person. So I guess it just depends on what type of visual or cortex or person that you are, because we're all different in those areas as well. But I just start imagining this red color in that flower, like just a really vibrant flower that pops off the page. So I'm excited to do that. So I'm gonna go with what I'm excited, and then I'll go to the next steps. So that's really kind of how I approach which piece to do next, is if I start looking at something and I think, oh, that would be so pretty in that pattern, then that's kind of what I choose to do. So I'm going to trace this out. This is again tiny. You guys did not remind me about the giveaway. The photos are completely done. They're completely done. Oh, we need to do a giveaway. All right, Susan. Let's see. Okay, I have one. Give me 2 seconds while I pull it together. So it's a little tricky. I think a little bit trickier possibly than the My Oasis one. We'll see how fast you guys are. So this is going to be, again, name that design template. It's like a little study. You guys didn't even know that. Maybe I'll think of something next. We'll do another giveaway after this. We were going to do 2, but I'm going to do 3. Okay. Cindy, the seize the day fit on the surfboard. Ooh, I'll try it. I think that I'll try it here in a moment. Okay, so I'm going to show you one piece from a set. Okay, it's not an a la carte. It's one piece from a set. I'm going to have you name the border and which number from that border. Eeks. Can you guys do it? Okay. So here's a border, and what border is it? And number. So each of the border sets come with 1, 2, or 3. They have 3 different sets, and each set is a side A and a side B, and it's either number 1, 2, or 3. So what number is, you don't have to know the A or B. I'm not gonna get that crazy. But what number from what border set? Not Clear Lane, not Abbey Road, not Scenic Route. No, not yet. No one has it yet. Not Paisley Place 2. Paisley. It's gotta be exact name. Exact name. I have to be a stickler because then I get in trouble. You guys got it. Come on. What's the exact name? Paisley Place 3. Okay, Lori Cox. That's who I see. Yes. I told you it was going to be a little bit trickier. Paisley Place 3B is the number. But I said 3, so I just said you had to get the 3. So that is correct. Okay, Lori, well, I'll let you decide. Summer accessory set or the Summer Vibe digital idea book full of sketches just for the summer, which is awesome. So make sure to take advantage of those limited items for this summer. Okay. Lori, I'm looking for your comment. Well, let us know in the comments. Okay. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Okay, so I'm going to cut out this flower. I'm going to detach it, and then I'm going to see if our lovely surfboard, I don't think it will. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than a 3x4. I remember that other time. Leslie, yes, you can access the finish if you want to see the finished results. Once the lives are over, it will be on the page. So you can come back to the QB Lane page, and then we'll work to get them over to YouTube and things, but that usually takes a couple of days, and because it's the weekend, that won't happen. But yes, once I get done with the live, I just click publish and it goes to the page. The giveaways are only live, but you can view the video for sure. As long as I don't forget to push publish. I've done that once and I was like, oh no! And I lost it. But yes, I'll make sure to do it. I think I'm in the right headspace to not forget. Beth, I did give a semi-hint to August Kit, if that counts. I said that I use one of my favorite layouts that I just created with the August Kiwi Club kit. I specifically used the Oasis, my Oasis, and it was perfect. I loved it. It was super cute. Guys, it is so fun. The next August kit, I'm telling you, it's so fun. The colors are fun. It is brighter, so that will be fun. And so that's another hint. It has a brighter tone palette. We've had, the last few have been really fun, but we had like that wildlife one. It was a little bit more neutrals, and then we had the more camping collect moments one that was a little bit neutral. But we did jump to the cherry one. Did you guys like the cherries one with like the red, white, and blue colors? Yes, you can use your 4th of July, but I loved how, I can't remember who it was in the community just shared, and she didn't use it at all for 4th of July, and she finished her whole kit, so fun. All right, I think we need to go cut our surfboard out, and I wish there was a little yellow in here because I always look at like my pictures for inspiration. So looking around, like what's on the background, if I do it this light blue, it'll get lost. I just did something in this red, so I'm not going to use the red. We could do dark blue, but I feel like that gets lost in the background. So you see this crop like illumination? Well, that doesn't look that too bad, even though the seagulls is in the light teal blue color as well. Oh, we could pull this color in. That could be cute. And I love the little stencils because then we can add a little bit more on the top as well. Or we could do gray. I don't know. I'm really just feeling a little bit more color, so I'm going to go with the blue as our base of our surfboard. But then I'll probably add some patterns in our little stencils. So always make sure you put your designer templates to the edge of your paper, especially if you're tracing out of a brand new 12 by 12 paper. You want to keep as much of that 12 inches intact. So be really efficient with your paper. Once you get down to scraps, I think we naturally keep it to the edge, but just be mindful of that to keep those tracings to the edges of your paper. Then it will be really more efficient use of your paper. Magda, let me get you the link to the Kiwi Club. So they're, I'm trying to remember, I think around 25, 26, 20, well, let me get you it. I think they were like 27 a month. But like I said, they get enough paper, and then the designer templates are really fun. But we also have a designer template monthly kit. You can buy the kit singly, whatever might be available, but those are, I believe, $35 plus shipping. So with the Kiwi Club kit, as a member subscriber, you also get other benefits, and you get 10% off your orders and other additional monthly member specials or member specials when they come up, and subsidized shipping, which shipping just went up again. The UPS just raised shipping charges again, so we'll have to see what happens there. Oh, Sonia just put it in the link for you. Thanks, Sonia. So yes, the kits are fun. They're really, really fun. If you haven't tried them yet, you might want to jump over and get like one of those single kits, test it out. But they're a lot of fun. And like I said, we also have the template club, which is not as much. It doesn't include the paper, but I think that one's around $14 a month plus shipping. Okay, so there's our base of our surfboard, but I definitely think we need to add a little bit of other points. I don't know if I'm going to add as many. I'm going to change it up, because on my last time I created with this, I did each of the layers, and part of me just thinks maybe just a few will be really cute. I think the stripes. Let's try one in stripes. I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to trace the top and this bottom next one together. So instead of doing them separate, I'm going to do them as one. We'll see what that looks like, and then maybe add it. So I'm going to trace or cut that out. And of course, add a little pop-up if you love to use pop-up, depending on your layers that you're designing with. But whenever I do these layers to go on top, you could just do a base, but whenever I do the layers, I love to add a little pop-up. Oh, that's cute, just at the top of the surfboard. See, I wanted to see what that would look like, because I haven't done that yet. I'm torn. Maybe I just do one at the top. It could be cute with another one at the bottom. Okay. Oh, Valerie, I feel you. I went through so many paper cutters. My blood just came off across the room. I am trying my brain around what is the best. Okay, so Valerie, I mean, I'm not like crazy advocate for it, but the story that you just told, I have resonated with so many times, which is what motivated me to buy this cutter. This is called the Caterpillar. I remember when I saw the price for the Caterpillar, I was like, what? But I've had it for, gosh, how long have I had it? I want to say it's almost been 5 years. The way that years are going by these days, especially through COVID, it feels like what just happened to the last 2.5 years. So at least 5 years, I feel like I want to say. And I've never changed the blade. I scrapbook a lot. I at least do 4 2-page layouts a month because of Kiwi Club Kit. Because I usually do my set and then I do one more throughout the month, whether that's through a live event or something else. And the blades never popped off. So that's what I recommend. There's also a light. I'll be honest, I don't use it. There's like I don't think I have the batteries working right, or I left it on the other day. But it was just on the other day. Maybe I killed the batteries. There's like a little laser light too if you want for cutting. I've never used it, I haven't needed it, but it is another feature in it. I do think I'm coming up on probably I'm going to have to learn how to change the blade, because what I accidentally did, and you can learn from me, is I think I put like, I don't know, I was working on a kids school project and I put like 3 papers together and I was testing if I could cut through 3 at one time, and it dulled the blade. I wouldn't do that again. So it was like, oh, I'm curious how many papers it will cut through, and I'll just stick to 1 paper now. So yeah. You know, we could use the rest of this paper. Oh, that's cute, the little pattern that it has on the back. So also the title cards have little patterns too in the Kiwi Club kits. That's kind of cute. Sorry, I was just looking at this. We could also just layer that behind, kind of like that. And that would pop that over there too. See? Then you get so many choices and you have to start deciding which is what. I'm now excited. Hold on. I'm now excited to just check out some of my other title cards to see what other patterns are on the backs that I can incorporate here. Okay, I have more of that. I think I will pull that in. That's really cute. I gotta find the title card that I think I'm gonna use least. You Rock My Boat. I'm trying to think what other pictures I might have with the rest of this kit. I can do one more layout. I already did my lighthouse pictures, so I don't have any more lighthouse pictures. So I think I might do this one because that one says Light of My Life. So I'm gonna do that one and take advantage of the back side. Oh, hold on. This could be cute. As a seashell. So again, now what I'm starting to do is I'm starting to analyze like balancing of patterns here. So I might do that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the seashell out of this pattern. I love the little bit of a wave it has. Can you guys see that? So I really love that. And then I think, yeah, like that orange paper, is that what you're thinking, Valerie? I think I might do that as kind of popped behind this one. On that. Or there's this, kind of just putting another one in. I mean, this will be tucked in, but I can do something like that. I think a red will look cute up there. Okay, I'm gonna trace this other seashell out. I think it'd be cute with, I don't know, some stickles or something around the edges. And that's what's really fun, is once you get your accessories cut out, then you can start pulling in some fun other things that you might have in your stash. Some gems, stickles, I don't know. I'll have to look through my stash and see what I have. I'm going to cut out this larger seashell. So the Paradise is actually, this is one's being vaulted. I was just looking at it the other day. This one is one of the ones that is being vaulted. It's the larger ones. So if you don't have Paradise yet, this is your chance to get it, because once it goes into the vault, it'll be a few years possibly, and we'll bring it back depending on interest and all of those other variables. But anyways, I think there was like, gosh, a few hundred left only, but those will go pretty quickly. We haven't, I don't know if it's been announced yet if it's being vaulted. I might have jumped the gun, but it is being vaulted. No, I think it's in the last chance section. So the last chance, make sure to check out those last chances, because they will, those ones are going into the Kiwi vault, as we put it. I decided to ink just a little bit darker. Again, I love to see those scallops, so that's kind of why I ink it. I love seeing how the grooves really just darken, and I love that. So we need to layer that and those two seashells together on those. Trying to think if I'm missing anything on the left side. I kind of love it though. I think it's really cute. I might add like a date here or something with stickers. That could be really fun. A date in a place. If well, I know I have another picture, so for me, I probably will do, I can do a journaling there or another picture. We'll see, I guess. I can print, I think I have 2 more pictures I wanted to print, so maybe I'll do a 1-pager. I'll do another 1-pager to finish them up. There were some pictures of Mindy and I, so maybe I'll do the 1-pager. Actually, I think there was one of David and I. This is my husband, by the way, for those of you might know. Oh, and this is Kyle. That's Mindy's husband. All right. Kendra. Yeah, okay. She's the cloud, but she likes the red behind it. I think that helps too. Leslie, how much journaling do you usually do? I think it really depends on how much I feel like the story is being told in the pictures. When I journal, I tend to be very like sentimental, but I'm also very sentimental in my pictures. So for me, my pictures do show a lot, and I'm a little, I've tried to be better, but I'm not a big fan of my own personal handwriting. And I know the argument is always like, yeah, but your handwriting's part of you, and I'm like, that's what my journal's for. So I'll write a little bit here, but if it gets long-winded, I'll usually print my journaling off, and then I'll tuck it behind a photo or something like that as far as the design goes, so that it doesn't like override the whole page, aesthetically that is. So for me, to answer your question, is it really varies from memories to memories. But I do always try for sure to add a date and a place and the people in the pictures. So Mindy, Kyle, like, because I don't know, those kind of information goes out the door so fast. So usually when I print my pictures off too, I'll put a little, I'm trying to think if I have an example near me. So I print off my pictures, and they'll go into these little sticky like bags that I have. Yeah, and then I'll put, like on the back of this has the date and the time. I'll put like a little sticky note or something to kind of say what I need to do with those and stuff. But actually I need to print another picture. That's what that note is for. So dates are really important. These ones have the dates printed on it just because of the type of camera it came from. So that's good. That's why I didn't necessarily do that. I pulled out pictures recently of my mom. I think I got it out of my system most recently because I just scrapbooked that 1-pager I was showing you guys, but that's what I'm currently have on my table, and I'm gonna probably scrapbook those this weekend as well. We'll see. Anyways, but yeah, my mom passed away, so that's why those are sitting here on the table. Recently I was like, I'm gonna scrapbook a few more pictures of her. It's been a while. I have to like go through these seasons because otherwise it's really hard. I'm sure you guys can relate one way or another, but at the same time, it's really important to me. So I try to push past some of those feelings to kind of scrapbook her. Total on a random thought. Sorry guys, but yeah, okay. Anyways, we won't talk to my mom about my mom too much because I don't want to break down on this live show. But with that said, it just really confirms to me the value of scrapbooking, and I don't know. Even though as hard as it is to scrapbook the pictures of my mom, and I've been really surprised in some ways as well, what that process feels like when you lose somebody, and and I can't imagine if the circumstance was a lot more tragic or any other reason. Like, I mean, losing someone is hard enough, but you know what I mean. But I also have really witnessed, I guess, in a lot of ways, the therapy that comes from it. I'll be honest, when I remember at one point, I was scrapbooking a page of my mom. I didn't share this with all of you guys yet, so this is kind of new, but I realized really quickly that I was having emotions that were strong, and I turned on some music, and they just like instrumental music, so something soft and instrumental. I lit a few candles, and I had to change the atmosphere a little bit than I maybe typically would. And it really helped. It was very soothing, and yet, I don't know. It was just a really good experience. So if that might resonate with one of you guys, if you've been struggling to maybe scrapbook some pictures and been putting it off, although that feeling is real, I totally get it. It's also really important to, I think, take the time to document those moments. And it's too hard for us to kind of like constantly say, oh, I'll get to it. And although there's a time and a season and everything, and I'm a big believer in that too, I do think that maybe just approaching it as silly, or as silly maybe you feel doing that a little bit differently. That's all I can tell you is from my experience. I really made a date with my mom out of it, I guess you could say. We listened to soft music to calm my soul down, and we put some candles on, and I just let myself embrace it. But at the same time, emotions are strong. They're crazy. They're crazy how fast they flood in. And anyways, I miss my mom. I miss her a lot. So, all right. You guys, this layout's kind of come together. Like I said, I haven't decided if I'm going to do journaling here or not. Definitely I'm going to add some probably stickers with the date and the names. I love using these little stickers to kind of go along with the journaling comments. Yeah, I'll probably try to find, I don't know, actually I just used these on the 4th of July page I did, something like this, and add the names and pull in some alphabet stickers. Maybe even doing some print strips. I like to do that too, where you can print, some journaling off, and instead of doing a print block, you can do print strips, right? So for example, here, let me give you a visual example, right? You would print it on white paper or something, and then print strips. So you would just have like little strips on your page. That's always fun too. I think it breaks up the journaling, so you can have some print strips versus like a big block of printing. It kind of helps soften. So, all right. I'm trying to think. I'm going to add the details. I mean, I think we're pretty much done. I'll add the details and I'll share my layout with you guys. Let's do one more giveaway here at the end. I'll add something to my center of my flower. I'm going to add a little pop-up. Oh, and then I'll have to quickly ink all my scallops. But for the most part, that's kind of the finishing layout here. And of course, taking a look at our original sketch, it's, you know, mine shifted a little bit, and that's okay. All of ours will be a little different. But it definitely sprung to life because of the inspiration from that. So that's exciting. Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks. Oh, I know. It's been a few years. It's been about 2 years since I lost my mom, but there's just little moments. I know we've all lost someone, or we're gonna all lose someone, because that is what's hard about being mortal. But at the same time, it's hard. I think she's been on my mind a little bit more because my kids get older, and just, you know, you want to call her and, I don't know, complain about life and stuff like that, you know. I just miss her. She was an awesome creator. She loved sewing. That was her niche that she loved, and I always loved watching her do it. Okay, one last story I'll share, but I really gotta stop or else I'm gonna be crying. And I appreciate all the comments. You guys are so sweet, and I'm so sorry about your mothers too. Mothers are tender and sweet for sure, or they should be. A special relationship for sure. I have these pictures. These are also out because I pulled them out. Like I said, I kind of go through these like project groupings where I'll pull pictures out with a specific theme, and that's kind of what my theme is right now, my mom. But my sister took these and she posted them on Facebook, and I went and I took them and I printed them. But they're of my mom, and they're her sewing with her hands, you know, creating with her hands. And then this one is of my father, and he's creating with his hands, and he loves to create with wood. So he's a wood crafter. And so I love that. I love the two pictures of their hands doing their free time creation that they enjoy. And I've always watched them. I've always watched them make it a priority in their lives, and it brought them happiness. And I think that's one of the reasons why it's contributed to why I'm so passionate about finding a hobby that you enjoy. And scrapbooking is definitely that for me. But just the value of creating and hobbies, and sometimes how they get undervalued and we don't appreciate them for what they truly bring into our lives. So I hope that you make the time for it, for what you enjoy, and for a little bit of free time creation. I've definitely seen the impact that it has had on my life, emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, all the above. So super beneficial. So, all right. Let's do a final giveaway, and then I'll leave you to this fine weekend. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this lovely Friday evening. I hope you have a wonderful evening, the rest of your evening, and then of course with those that are creating, whether you created tonight or you find now you're motivated and energized to go create, then go pull something out, pull something together. Don't overthink it. Just go start from finish, and each creation is definitely worth celebrating. And not everything has to be a masterpiece, but that finished result sure is satisfying. So if you do, share it with us in the community. I want to celebrate that creation with you. Okay, giveaway. Which one am I gonna do? Let me think. I wasn't prepping too much. Okay, I think I have one. Okay, let me find my washi tape really quickly so that I can cover this name. Okay, you guys ready? So if you weren't here for the last giveaway, the way this works is I'm going to stick a designer template in that you can see here in a moment. I'm gonna stick my paper back out there again so I can see it. And it's going to be name this designer template. And the first person I see in the comments is going to, well, I'll let you choose again. The two newest products that we have available in the shop for all of your summer memories and inspiration. We have our summer accessory set, which is so cute. And also I've used it on many layouts that I showed previously. And then also the summer digital idea book, which includes scrapbooking sketches to help you, just like the sketch we used tonight. So, okay, ready, set, name that designer template. This is an a la carte. So I kind of went back to easy a little bit. I think it's easy, but it can be hard. Let's see. Exact name of this designer template is going to be our lucky winner. Shine. Yes, Alicia got it right off the bat. Winnington. Did I say that right? Alicia Winnington. Yay, Alicia, congrats. Give her some love, you guys. Congrats. Alicia Winnington is our winner. All right, Alicia, do you want these? Do you know what the summer accessory set? If not, I'll show it to you. And or the summer digital idea book, which includes scrapbooking sketches for your summer memories to help you make a summer bash on those. Knock them out of the park this summer. Plan a little bit of time. Awesome, Alicia. So which one? Do you want the summer accessory or the digital idea book? Let me know. And then, of course, all of our winners, please email support@kiwilane.com just to verify accounts and different things. As far as this video, it will be available, so the live stream will go straight onto the Kiwilane page, so you can finish it and watch it if you didn't happen to catch the beginning. And take the challenge, take the sketch challenge, join the challenge and create if you're inspired by the sketch. We actually do additional giveaways each month. So we have others challenges in the Kiwi Club PDF. There's 3 of them, so 3 different challenges to enter for 3 different chances to win. But also you can use #CreateWithKiwiLane if you're doing just a general challenge, or this challenge would count as towards that one. So when you post and share anywhere on your socials or in the community or in the group, use #CreateWithKiwiLane, and that will enter you into the monthly challenges for additional chances to win fun stuff. So yes, this video will be available. And Alicia, did you let us know? I'm gonna make sure I catch that so we can notate it. Shine. Oh, that was your response. Summer accessory set, please. Okay, we have it down. Awesome. Okay, so make sure to email support@kiwilane.com again, so that we make sure that everything, so you can get your prizes. Happy Friday, you guys. I'm so excited. Thank you guys so much for joining me to play to create this layout. I'm so excited the way it finished. I look forward to adhering it all down, and I'll share a final picture with all of you guys so we can see what that result looks like in better lighting as well. That's always fun. All right, thank you guys again. We'll chat soon, and we'll see you guys in the community. Okay, bye guys.